Whether you're in another country or a remote area, I'll find a way to get to you. If you can give me your word on these two things, the Valentino family will support Dmitri from now on. He's giving up on being neutral. I hope you understand what this means. This means we'll be giving up the neutrality that the Valentino family has maintained thus far. I'd like to hear your reason for suggesting this. To be honest, I've been receiving quite a lot of pressure from the four factions recently. Since we'll eventually have to give up our neutrality, I've been thinking of who I should support at that time. Then I heard that you had founded the Dmitri Alliance. And now, I also know that you're the artisan who forged Blaze. What reason could there be for me to not like you? Of course, I do know that your family aren't lacking when it comes to finances. However, isn't it always good to have more money? The more the better. I have been truly enticed by Roman Dmitri. The nobles of the Dmitri Alliance pledged their loyalty to us as a member of it. Is the Valentino family prepared to follow Dmitri? Even if you ask the Valentino family to charge into fire, we will smile as we follow your orders. What an unexpected ally. I'll be counting on you from now on then. But is it okay for me to reveal the fact that you're the one who forged Blaze? Now that I've gotten such an incredible sword, I think I'd die of frustration if I don't brag about it to everyone around me. He's really one of a kind. Oh, is this the rumored artisan sword? This sword is way beyond the rumors said of it. If a 1-star swordsman uses this, it can block even a 2-star's aura. Is that true? Have I ever lied about my collections before? And the artisan who forged Blaze. Wait. Are you saying that sword belonged to Roman Dmitri? Yes, this is the sword that he used to defeat Butler. Roman Dmitri has made 3 swords so far, and Blaze was the second sword. People started to nickname the 3 swords as the Roman Dmitri collection. And thanks to the increased fame of Roman, the Dmitri blacksmiths had a huge boom in business that they found hard to handle. Looks like we have underestimated you. You also created an independent organization by uniting the northeastern region recently. You're someone whom we can't ignore as a dangerous element to the future of the Valhalla Empire. Please choose if you'll follow Valhalla or become an enemy of it. And why should I follow your decisions? Can I take it that you'll be hostile towards us? Let's get things straight. You're the one who tried to threaten me first. I don't have the slightest intention of forcing anyone to swear fealty to me. The Cairo Kingdom is a prey that the Kronos Empire has groomed for years. If Valhalla attacks Cairo, the Kronos Empire won't sit idly by. If you don't intend to become my enemy, then please wait. The group that I choose will definitely reach the peak of Cairo, and the people shall see Dmitri as the kingmaker. You are certainly bold in how you handle things. If you walk with your head held that high, it'll be a matter of time before someone brings it down. Even Butler, whom you had a hard time defeating, is a nobody in Valhalla. The continent is a vast place. I truly hope I'll give you more time. You'll make a wise decision. Once the Dmitri Alliance was formed, the 4 factions of Cairo had contacted them one by one and urged for Roman to make his decision. Do you intend to just leave Roman Dmitri as he is? If he chooses me, I intend to forget everything that's happened up until now. However, if he does choose someone else, I shall make certain he pays for all he has done. We've reached the limits of using the balance of powers. If the last year isn't made use of properly, we won't be able to avoid losses and sacrifices in the upcoming war. Firstly, I must thoroughly immerse myself into magic so that I can fight against it perfectly. The 13 magic towers exist within the continent. Among them, the magic tower of the Heavenly Palace is the strongest, and there's a conference held within it where all the representatives of each magic tower would attend and present their achievements. The Phoenix Tower demonstrated a strong magic that was 5-circle, but the mages who watched that demonstration were indifferent toward it. The reason why the Phoenix Tower was shown such reactions is because of a fundamental problem that's troubling them currently. That would be the lack of identity, a problem that only the Phoenix Tower has. It's true that the Phoenix Tower has lost their grimoire that has been passed down for generations. 3 years ago, I somehow became the Magic Tower Master Proxy, but it's hard for me to do this any further. No one knows the whereabouts of my teacher, the Magic Tower Master. I wasn't able to inherit the Burning Grimoire, which is the secret book of our Magic Tower. All of this caused a lot of people to leave our tower. Now, we've lost even the funding from the Frank Empire. I have no idea when they'll drive me out. Things are looking so bleak. Roman Dmitri. If you would like assistance from Dmitri, the terms are simple. If you become my sparring partner for the next 6 months, I'll pay you 1,000 gold every single month. Gold. While it's a little far from here. I don't have the luxury of being picky right now. The Dmitri family. Aren't they called the sacred land of blacksmiths? 13. That's a place that mages certainly wouldn't be interested in. Of the 13 magic towers that exist on the continent, Kronos including the Heavenly Palace Tower, 7 towers are located in Kronos. The magic towers are strictly neutral forces, but the majority of the magic towers that are located within Kronos are considered the sacred land of the mages. Compared to them, Cairo is likened to a wasteland for magic. Azurascans.com. And among all of Cairo, Dmitri lies at the furthest end of the northeastern region. If it weren't for Roman Dimitri's proposition, then I would never consider traveling to this place. From the Magic Tower's point of view, all we care about is getting the 6,000 gold that'll keep the Magic Tower alive for another 6 months. Iwan. This is the Dmitri estate. Please halt. Please reveal your purpose of visit. I am Felix of the Phoenix Magic Tower. I've traveled here by the invitation of Sir Roman Dmitri. It's systematic and orderly here. The movements of the guards. The magic devices that are in place in case of a war, and strong and sturdy fortress walls. The defense is perfect. Despite being a remote territory, Dmitri truly earns its fame for being a formidable force that none can afford to overlook. I am Roman Dmitri. He is no ordinary man. I am Felix of the Phoenix Magic Tower. I won't beat around the bush. Are you certain about the terms written in the letter you sent to me? Of course. As mentioned in the letter, as a reward for being my daily sparring partner, I will pay you 1,000 gold a month for 6 months. A total of 6,000 gold. To be honest, I don't understand the situation. If you were just looking for a sparring partner, you'd have no lack of people who'd want to do so. Azurascans.com. Why have you chosen me? I've heard that the flame magic of the Phoenix Tower 555 is the strongest in terms of attack magic. I also heard that the situation for the Phoenix Tower isn't great at the moment, so I felt I could buy the time of an exceptional mage like you with the appropriate amount. If I get hurt or die while we spar, you will not be held responsible in any way. I just need you to promise me that you'll go all out every time we fight. Will you really not regret doing this? Is he truly serious? Or is he underestimating mages? The Dmitri training ground. Please attack first. I'll let you have the first attack. Well, I'll take you up on that offer. Since it's our first spar, I'll start by humbling him. Here, Lancel. For circle release. Inferno. Fire walls on both sides. Memorize. Rune flare. Although I lowered the power of the magics, he shouldn't be able to move right now. Hey. Are you not going to use 5 circle magic? Hey. Are you not going to use 5 circle magic? He's fine despite those flames. Blink. I'll dodge his attack for now. What the heck? He's already right in front of me. Hold. I've immobilized him. This should buy me at least 10 seconds. Kook, it's time. For me to show you why I'm worth 1,000 gold a month. Impossible. Today's sparring will end with this. I'll see you at the same time tomorrow. There aren't any techniques that can foresee magic. How did he even do that? If I fight him again. No, I won't be able to defeat him with the current state of things. I need to think and strategize. When the Phoenix Tower Master went missing, no one could pass on the legacy of the burning magic. Everyone then said that meant the end of the Phoenix Tower. But Felix obsessed and persisted in the research of it and was able to manifest a piece of the burning magic. People considered Felix to be extremely strong-willed. If he's able to predict the movement of magic, then I just need to make it so that predicting it is meaningless. Whoa. The pros of magic would be that there's no need to be extremely precise when you're using it on an enemy. Fire wave. Now's the time. Fire Karen. Wait, a barrier. Kook. No, he made the barrier himself. Damn it. Felix, this isn't good enough. I allow you to use every means at your disposal in our fights from now on. You can even gather more mages from your magic tower and all of you can fight me at the same time. I'll change the terms as well. Every time you defeat me, I'll reward you with 10,000 gold immediately. Gold. That amount could feed 40,000 people for a year. He's never even thought of me as someone who's near his level from the start. What do you say? It's a matter of pride now. I understand. I will definitely make Roman Dmitri take a knee, and I'll empty the gold vaults of Dmitri. The first half of the week, he suffered consecutive defeats and tried to research Roman's fighting patterns. Starting from the 8th fight onwards, he began to use magic that restrained movements. A mist. Magic trap. However, why? Why is he able to see through all of my attacks? The 30th fight, the 30th defeat. I must face the reality now. I have to forsake this meaningless pride that I have. I can't defeat him alone. What? Are you asking us to all fight one person together? It'd be hard to control the power of the magic. How could we do that in a duel? And what's the proxy of the Magic Tower Master doing in another land? If the eldest son of the Dmitri family is injured by mistake, there's no way we can handle the consequences of that. I understand what you're getting at, but there's a reward of 10,000 gold for this duel. If we're able to defeat Roman Dmitri together, then I'll give half of that amount to you. Are you serious? We just need to defeat him once, right? Indeed, though it isn't as easy as you may think. He's like the natural enemy of mages. So, we need to have strategy meetings first. It's alright. Don't worry, we'll take care of this. A few days later, I'll let you attack first. Fire wave, fire burst. No, they're making the same mistakes that I've made for the past month. Look out. Kook. After going through the second body reformation and gaining immunity to heat and cold, most heat won't work on me now. Sir Felix. Did say he's far stronger than any he's seen before. Ugh. Who on earth is he? Sniff. Just. What kind of fights have they been having so far? Ha. Wait here. I'll be back after talking to him. Sir Roman, to be honest, I don't think I can defeat you. But I have got a question that I'm dying to ask. I'll tell you exactly how I prepare for my fights. What is this place? Don't tell me. You've read all the grimoires in this place. Magic happens when mana resonates with nature within a circle. Fire, wind, water. The moment a magic is casted that resonates with nature, a type of signal and pattern would appear. Depending on the amount, form, and attribute of mana, one can tell what magic is being used and be able to quickly react to it. Firstly, the senses to read that resonation. Secondly, the knowledge to recognize the type of magic that's being used after seeing the form of the resonation. Thirdly, the ability to make a quick decision on the actions to take after having all that information. I can't believe he's able to do all of that. Roman Dmitri, he's a monster. One that even the word genius is an understatement for him. Even such a monster is working hard endlessly to grow stronger. Yet here I am, avoiding reality by using my master's disappearance as an excuse. I haven't accomplished a single thing as the tower master's proxy. In the remaining time I have here, I must prepare to the fullest for my spars with him. In 2 months, Felix could feel the vast difference. Although the Dmitri was just a barren family near the borders, their soldiers were much stronger and much more loyal compared to normal noble families. Young Master Roman. He does show up here from time to time. But he uses his own personal forge when he makes swords. Is that so? I heard this from the master blacksmith. When young Master Roman is forging, the flames of the brazier would cover his whole body. It's such an incredible sight, you'd think that the god of fire was in front of you. The flames would cover his whole body. Felix, grow closer to fire every day and find your own way to fully embrace the fire. The burning magic requires you to have an incredibly great affinity with fire. It's not something that you can learn just because you want to. If you don't feel any pain when a huge flame covers your body, you can be reborn again as an incarnation of fire. Roman Dmitri doesn't fear the fire and doesn't even react to most heat. A family who has been familiar with the flames of the brazier for generations would probably know a way to embrace the flames, right? Sir Roman. When Sir Roman is forging, I've heard that you're able to embrace the flames of the brazier. Is there a special method for doing so? Yes, I do have my own way of doing that. I knew it. He has information of how to do it. Hugh, I'll cut straight to the point here. The Phoenix Magic Tower needs your technique. Please teach it to us. The 3 years that have been like a nightmare. As we went through those times of sufferings, we've finally discovered our last ray of hope. Why should I do you such a favor? Shit. You. I think that I have compensated you quite handsomely in terms of payment for your work here. What can you give me in exchange? The thing that we can give him. I've called for this meeting because I'd like to hear all of your thoughts. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to give him the Phoenix Magic Tower. Is that so? We are aware of what's been happening around here as well. Among the 13 magic towers, none has been affiliated to a family instead of a country before. But we must break that mold. As of this moment forth, the future of the Phoenix Magic Tower will be entrusted to Dmitri. After that, the migration of the Phoenix Magic Tower had proceeded steadily. Magic Tower Master. Magic Tower Master, what's the matter? Please take a look at this. This is the budget that Dmitri has set aside for us. I thought that the budget for us would be reduced because we need to migrate here, but it increased. We're given 24,000 gold every year. What on earth? People have referred to mages as monsters that devour money. It's because in order for mages to achieve higher magic circles, they need to buy things like grimoires or mana crystals that are very expensive. I doubted what I saw as well. They actually told us if this isn't enough to operate the magic tower, they told us to come up with a budget proposal and bring it up for suggestions. And Magic Tower Master, I think you need to go out and take a look. What's with that size? Taking into consideration that the Phoenix Tower will be expanding its forces, we've built it to be able to contain 1,000 members. What do you think? I'm still a little puzzled. We weren't expecting Sir Roman to do all this for us. Our Lord is someone who takes care of his own people more than anyone else. This is something you'll have to get used to, Murphy. You mustn't allow young Master Roman to go off his routine just because I'm not around. You must prepare towels for him to wipe off his sweat and stand by warm water. There's also why yes sir. Hans' replacement Murphy. I'm worried, but he'll probably be fine since he graduated from the Adelian Academy. Murphy. You need to. I hope my dear granddaughter likes this present though. Sir Hans, I've been waiting for you. What is this? Please get into the horse carriage. Wait, were you waiting to fetch me? Indeed, young Master Roman has ordered me to do so. What on earth is happening here? Hans' only child Harrison. Darling, I don't know what's happening. They say they were sent by young Master Roman. Why would he send people here? Sir Harrison, my name is Lucas. Young Master Roman has sent us here to thank Sir Hans for his service. Please rest easy as we prepare for your daughter's birthday. Wait a minute. I don't understand the situation. My father is just a servant in the Dmitri family, so why? Young Master Roman considers Sir Han as someone that's important. Have you never heard of our Lord from your father, Roman Dmitri? They know the time when he was called a good-for-nothing. He was someone who was unaware of my father's devotion and sacrifice. I never trusted him. Young Master Roman is just lost because he's having a hard time. He's actually kind at heart. I had thought that my father's hard work was all meaningless. Father. Whoa. What is happening here? Wow. We're at the correct place, right? What is all this? Haha. Haha. Please open up a path. What is happening suddenly? Who is here? Why are the soldiers escorting that person? Father. Son. Father. Yes, my son, I'm back. Waha, it's now time to open up the gifts. The first present is my father's. Wow, what a pretty doll. My daughter always pestered me to buy one for her. Wow, thank you so much. The next present is... A ruby ring from Viscount Conrad. The Viscount Conrad. Why would a noble send a gift to a commoner's daughter? Ah. The presents from Count Adelian. And Viscount Lawrence. Why would all those snobbish nobles send us these presents? Wow, the nobles sent these presents so that they could win the favor of Hans. Because he's the one who stuck by Roman when he was called the fool of the Dmitri family and basically raised him up from when he was young. Hans had become an important individual to the nobles, who could become a connection to Roman. These gifts are too much for her, but it's not like I can reject them. I'm not sure what to do. We'll open the present from Sir Roman Dmitri. Lastly, young master's present. Ah, a recommendation letter for Glory Academy. Sir Roman has written a recommendation letter to the Glory Academy for my daughter. The best education institute that commoners could only dream of getting in because it's hard to get in even if you have the money. Could it be? Ah. Thank you so much, Father. Oh, thank you, young Master Roman. Dad, we didn't deserve the present that you gave us. I already feel great satisfaction for the work I do just by remembering what I did and appreciating it like what you're doing right now. Hoff. Mad demon, do you not regret following me? No, I do not. My lord, just knowing the fact that you trust me makes me want to serve you for the rest of my life. While Hans is Roman Dmitri's servant, you are one of my people. Young master. Like how you've shown your loyalty and sincerity towards me, you too have the right to accept the gifts that I give. Congratulations on your granddaughter's birthday from the bottom of my heart. Cairo Branch Valhalla Temple. Yawn. I'm so bored. After Roman Dmitri returned from the southern frontline and mentioned the ranking battle, an unprecedented phenomenon occurred in the Cairo kingdom. The rankers stopped battling each other and instead spent a year preparing for their fight with Roman Dmitri. Roman Dmitri's position is pretty vague. Officially, he's ranked 100 after his fight with Homer's. But he defeated Butler, the number 2 of the Hector kingdom, and proved. That's where the problem starts. From rank 1 to 99, anyone could become his prey. No matter what one decides to do, the moment Roman Dmitri starts to move, he'll cause a great change within Cairo's ranking. Sir Roman Dmitri has contacted us. The public ranking battles are finally about to start. Really? He's finally making his move. The political situation around Cairo hasn't been looking good lately. Starting from the Phoenix Tower Master of the Frank Kingdom, several Tower Masters that were in Kronos have also disappeared. The Kronos Empire, who suffered the greatest loss, were sure that the other countries were behind those disappearances. They started to talk about the conquest of the continent. In times like that, the smaller countries would become uneasy, especially since it's a fact that the Cairo Kingdom, which shares a border with Kronos, won't be able to avoid a war with them. A solid power hierarchy is needed in order to face off against them. We won't be able to survive through such chaotic times with a weak king. If the aristocratic faction is able to recruit Roman Dmitri, the current powers in place won't just sit by and watch anymore. However, if Roman Dmitri doesn't give us the answer that we want, Which part of the capital is Roman Dmitri at right now? The north. He's in the northern part right now. Did he choose to start the climb from the bottom? The public ranking battle will now be starting. I can't believe he requested a battle with me when he has said he'll be aiming to be number 1. Cairo rank 99 Jaden. If he's truly as skilled as they say, there would be no need for him to waste his strength on the lower ranks. On a closer look, he looks pretty young. From what I heard, he already arranged for the next ranking battle. Arrogant bastard. I'll go all out from the start. Kook. That was such a one-sided battle. It was almost pointless. Was there a need to fight? Why don't you just start from the top 30 instead? People call me a hero, but they continue to doubt my skills. I'm going to defeat all rankers and prove myself using just my skills. Right, that's it. AzureScans.com. That's the Roman Dmitri I wanted. The media was convinced that it would be impossible for Roman to reach rank 1 all the way from rank 99th, even if he won against one person a day, it would take him 99 days. After not even a week, all of their doubts were cleared. 98th Delhi AG. TH rank Roman Dmitri defeats 98th rank Delhi, making him the new 98th. Next, TH. Is this even possible? He defeated 3 rankers in just one day. I know they're the lowest ranking, but they're all still 3 stars. Beyond that, it didn't even take him more than 10 seconds to defeat each of them. In just 2 days, Roman battled his way to rank 91. NS.com. WP00. What the? Hamk. Are you awake? WHY. Am I here? Can't you tell? TCH. You underestimated a strong opponent and got knocked out in just one attack. It's already been a day since you lost consciousness. At the very least, you're the only one that woke up after fighting Roman Dmitri. What do you mean? How many people did Roman Dmitri fight? He's defeated 5 rankers in one day, including you. Do you know what that means? That means you guys weren't his opponents from the start. AzureScans.com. Shit. Heg. V. My body. It feels like it's been torn to shreds. You won't be able to move properly for about a month. I don't know what spell he used, but he's completely messed up your muscles. That's possible. Cook. I need to stop the others. A warning from Jaden, previously in 99th rank. I experienced how Roman Dmitri was first-hand, and he's an unimaginably strong person. I was unable to withstand even a second against him. 1611 with just one attack, all my muscles were pulverized. I was told I won't be able to move for a month. AzureScans.com. A duel with him won't be a lesson. It'll only bring trauma. TH 84th 82nd 83rd 81st 80th 79th 76th 77th 72nd 73rd 75th 54th 71st 74th. After a week, all the rumors and doubt for Roman disappeared. All of those ranked 39th to 31st surrendered. As everyone was accepting their losses, AzureScans.com. The 30th ranker accepted Roman's challenge. Fernando. You heard the news too. Rank 28. Why are you being so rash? Rank 23 Roman Dmitri is at least a 5-star. 77 only those rank 10 and above could possibly be a match for him. It's my choice. 30th Gatekeeper Fernando. You stupid bastard. You really need to fight when you know it's gonna ruin our image. Get it right. It's not me who ruined our image. It was all of you who surrendered out of fear. Stop trying to push me into surrendering. TCH. Ugh, you idiot. As a ranker, image means nothing to me. What I need. AzureScans.com. Is an experience in combat with someone stronger than me to make up for my lack of talent. I wonder if he'll hold up even a minute. Fernando is known for having his basic skills really mastered. But he struggles against a 4-star and above. With effort alone, rank 30 is his limit. Hugh. 000 Roman Dmitri, use me as a sacrifice. But in return, show me the world you live in so that I can take even a step forward. Start. Front attack. You. He's only dodging. I guess he doesn't think I'm a match for him. Haha azurescans.com. It's fine if you want to trample my ego. I threw that away long ago. Fernando. Move your mana as I say from now on. What? Is he talking to me? Magic. The reason you're weak despite being a 4-star is because your aura output is not stable. If you keep fighting the way you have been, you will never be able to improve. A normal way of aura output is by taking in mana and imploding the mana through the path it was being output. All swordsmen in Cairo Kingdom and the Salamander continent use a standardized mana path system. However, there is more than one mana path. What the hell is he talking about? An outburst of aura to explode mana using the mana's pathway. The circulation method that each uses could be different, but to build the pathways following the same steps is the only known way, the common way. There's more than one mana pathway. While it's hard to cultivate a new pathway when there's an existing one, 99. Wouldn't it be worth it to give it a try? I don't know what's going on in your mind, but alright, I'll give it a go. azurescans.com OVA. Since I don't care about what others think of me nor honor like the others. Suppress and bring in the energy of the mana. If you do that, the mana will open a path on its own. Once you feel a new path, let it all out and push through it. I can. azurescans.com. Feel the mana. I can't believe this was really possible. Let's wrap things up now. TSK, another complete defeat. XFN. He was supposed to be the gatekeeper for rank 30 and above. EXT. He only served to prove how strong Roman is. Well, that's just how different their class is. Roman Dmitri. Sir Roman. One moment please. azurescans.com. Ha. What's he doing? Where is he suddenly going? Sir Roman, may I ask how you knew what was wrong with me? I thought I had zero talent in aura. I never imagined that my outburst of aura was the problem. The fact that you're using a 4-star aura means that your mana's quality has reached that level, but your outburst was abnormally weak even though your aura was a 4-star. What? In that case, there would be a high chance that your aura pathway was the problem. azurescans.com. Yo, I'll be honest with you. I've seen a light of hope from what you've just told me. But it's only a tiny ray of light. I think it'd be hard for me to advance further with my own strength. Would you be willing to teach me how to open up my aura pathway? Teaching you the method isn't going to be a problem. But I don't like making deals that don't benefit me in any manner. Please tell me what you want. Fernando, follow me and live for my sake. Yes. He's someone who will guide me onto the right path. My lord. I, Fernando, swear my fealty to you, Sir Roman. azurescans.com. Aristocratic faction. The recent actions of Roman Dmitri spell trouble. At this rate, he might really defeat Count Nicholas. That's still too early to tell. While Roman Dmitri has defeated Butler previously, Count Nicholas is on a completely different level since he's rank 80 within the continent. A royal knight and the strongest swordsman of Cairo. While people consider Nicholas to be an existence that can't be reached, Roman's actions have opened up a new possibility that was unimaginable so far. azurescans.com. If Roman Dmitri does defeat Count Nicholas, what will happen then? Count Nicholas is the reason that the royal faction has been able to last this long. If Roman Dmitri defeats him, a new power of the Cairo kingdom will be created. Royal Dmitri aristocratic Kronos Valhalla that must be stopped at all costs. If Roman Dmitri rejects our proposal. azurescans.com. We must get rid of him regardless of what we must do. I'd like everyone to secretly gather your family's troops in the capital. No matter what Roman Dimitri's choice shall be, he won't be able to escape from our grasp. Rank 10 Geron Kronos faction I surrender. The stage is set. Azurascans.com. This is so disappointing. I declared a public ranking battle 1 year ago. What is he doing now? What is this? Ha! I had hoped that the rankers of Cairo would be prepared to fight against me. However, I realized this after defeating rank 10, Geron. The only person who's capable of facing me is Count Nicholas. And so, I'll pass on going through meaningless procedures. 3 days from now I will fight rank 9 to 2 in this very place. I'll defeat all of them, and then challenge the strongest swordsman of Cairo. Roman's declaration of war caused an uproar within Cairo. 0-0 I intend to give up. My skills are similar to Geron. Wouldn't Roman defeat me in an overwhelming manner? Ranko Brano Valhalla faction Azurascans.com. Even so, we mustn't give up. Rank 2 Oscar aristocratic faction Sir Oscar. Roman Dimitri looked down upon rank 10, Sir Geron's skills, in front of the public and declared war against us by saying he intended to fight us all on the same day. If we give up now, we'll be mocked by the public as cowards. -3 AF. That is why I've gathered all of you, the rankers of Cairo, here. Please help to tire out Roman as much as possible. I promise that Marquis Benedict, whom I'm serving, will reward you for doing so. I'll put my life on the line and promise to defeat Roman Dimitri. Azurascans.com. I shall protect the pride of being a swordsman in front of everyone. We'll follow your plan, Sir Oscar. We'll show that arrogant brat what reality really looks like. Let's gather our strength as the rankers of Cairo. Bruno and even Oscar are here. 3 days later rank 9 to 2 have really all appeared. Q to think all those rankers would respond to Roman Dimitri's provocation. 9 in this situation, it's really hard to tell who will win. This is the reality. Nobles will always join hands together when they face a crisis. I don't have any more time in Cairo. Azurascans.com. All that's left is to devour or be devoured. Rank 9 Brano. Roman Dimitri will try to end the fight as soon as it starts. But the 8 of us will try to drag this out as much as we can. Kook. Next. Azurascans.com. Rank 8 next. Rank 7 next. Rank 6 next. Rank 4 Rank 5. Azurascans.com. Rank 3. B0 I impossible. Next. Oh, only one left. Preview. Yes, this is the kind of fight I've been waiting for. Cairo's strongest swordsman to be continued. Your Highness, it was an overwhelming victory. 11-11 Roman has defeated rank 9 to 2 in a single day. We no longer have any justification to stop him from challenging rank 1. Daniel Cairo. So, this is what it's come to, huh? Count Nicholas. Is there no way to avoid a fight with Roman Dimitri? Cairo's strongest swordsman Nicholas. While I trust you. If the strongest sword of Cairo goes down now, this position of mine will helplessly become the prey of those in the aristocratic faction. No, Your Highness. That won't happen. Please trust in me. Azurascans.com. I'll prove to you again how I obtained my title as the strongest swordsman of Cairo. I'll take my leave now. Will you really be alright? 000 1 2 3 4 302 3 Royal Faction Bendner. Yes, sir. What kind of a man is Roman Dimitri? He's someone who was born with the qualities of a predator. Even before the world acknowledged him, he already knew what path he wanted to take. So, please be careful. Azurascans.com. If you fall here, Cairo's royal family will come to an end. Don't worry, I'll make sure to protect the royal family of Cairo. The next day Cairo's capital Kairos Bli. That person is MMEPS. You can feel how dignified he is just from the way he walks. Roman Dimitri, Azurascans.com. Come. The strongest swordsman of Cairo will show you the harsh truth of reality. I look forward to that. Start. azurascans.com. Incredible. The air itself trembles with every clash of their swords. Yes, this is the kind of fight I've been waiting for. Very interesting. You live up to the name of being the strongest swordsman of Cairo. So that's what the strongest swordsman of Cairo is like. Amazing. I am actually losing in terms of strength. This is making my blood boil. Cough, I can't let it carry on like this. He's a really pragmatic person. If he wins here, there's no reason for him to take the royal family's side. Which is why piasaraskins.com. I can't lose here. Secret art. Tnurzela's demolition. Heavenly Demon Sword Technique. Part 2, First Move. Did I just lose? Let's continue. Why are you going this far? Why? 14 azurascans.com. That's because I'm the strongest swordsman in Cairo. Even if I crumble pathetically, my will shall not be broken. Richard Nicholas. Ha. What an incredible man. Kook. Cairo's strongest swordsman Azurascans.com. That was the end of a giant that had ruled over a whole era. With this, Roman Dmitri has become rank 1 in the Cairo kingdom. Did we underestimate Roman Dmitri? No. It's just that monster has exceeded all expectations. He who doesn't have any interest in joining Valhalla must not be left alive. Kairos, that's Sir Roman. To think someone so young would be able to defeat Count Nicholas. Roman Dmitri, EB, you have truly incredible skills. To think you defeated even Count Nicholas. Azurascans.com. Aristocratic faction leader Marquis Benedict AE. I had this thought when I saw Count Nicholas being defeated. Why did you need a whole year of preparation? I now understand. That was because the people that needed that 1 year were the Dmitri family, right? For the sake of growing its forces. But it's now time for you to make your choice. Will you follow the aristocratic faction? Or will you make a different decision? It'd be great if you choose the former, but if you choose the latter, then you'll need to pay a price for that. Now, what will your choice be? Azurascans.com. Junghyuk, what you decide now will determine our relationship. Heavenly Demon Divine Kolpek Hoyol. Now, make your choice. Will you enjoy fame and wealth like your other siblings alongside me? Or, will you stand before me as the successor of the Heavenly Demon Divine Cult? Submission or struggle? What is best for me? Azurascans.com. What do I want? 0000 brother, I'm sorry, but... A foolish decision. Ona H. Avel. I have both the power and justification anyways. No matter how strong you are, you won't be able to do anything in this situation. Azurascans.com. From now on, under the name of Benedict, the leader of the central government, the Dmitri family that's been attacking everyone recklessly will be deemed as the cause of internal strife. Roman Dmitri, for the sake of a thorough investigation, quietly come under arrest. Why you? Did you just go against the government's orders? Are you staging a rebellion? Get things straight here. I'm not going against the king. I'm going against you, Marquis Benedict. Aren't you the one who's truly staging a rebellion? You're completely out of your mind. The central government represents the Cairo kingdom, and thus also represents the will of the king. That arrogant decision of yours shall cause the downfall of Dmitri. Azurascans.com. The king will be the one to decide who among us is correct. Chris and Kevin, open up a path. Yes, my lord. Azurascans.com. Why you've all gone crazy. I never imagined they'd dare to kill troops so openly in the middle of Kairos. Stop. This is Kairos. Do you think you'll be allowed to do this? All of you, do what you need to do. For I too shall do the same. It's the time of purging. DRBU Your Highness. A battle has taken place in the middle of the capital. Roman Dmitri is committing a one-sided massacre against the aristocratic faction. A massacre in the capital. What on earth? Azurascans.com. Is this a rebellion? Gather all of the royal knights and imperial security troops. Royal Knight Vice Captain, since we don't know when the rebellion will reach the imperial castle. The safety of our king is the top priority. Is this really inevitable fate? Roman Dmitri has requested for an audience. Greetings, my king. Let's skip the formalities. Explain the situation. After the public ranking battle ended, Marquis Benedict led hundreds of troops to look for me and tried to pressure me into following the aristocratic faction. But because I follow no one except our king, Daniel Cairo, Azurascans.com, I rejected his proposal. My king, if you give me your word on one matter, Dmitri shall become the sword of Cairo and snuff out the lives of everyone within the aristocratic faction and set straight the chaos of the balance. In power within Cairo. He'll get rid of the aristocratic faction for me. Azurascans.com, are you trying to make a deal with me right now? When the Hector kingdom crossed our borders, I was at the southern front line. Despite the fact that there was time to defend against their attacks, the defense line of Cairo had fallen in an instant. The fundamental problem of Cairo is that there are 4 factions within the kingdom. If only the hierarchy of power was correct, the occupation of the southern front line wouldn't have occurred at all. Has Cairo experienced any changes in the last 1 year? The Salamander continent's political scene doesn't look great right now. How long do you intend to sit idly by and watch? The core person to unite Cairo as one. Isn't Marquis Benedict, who controls the central government and acts like a king. Think that person should be you, my king. Doesn't that mean he's willing to serve the king? He wasn't staging a rebellion. My king, you might think I'm acting suspiciously, but Dmitri has put our lives on the line this time around. Will you make use of the stage that Dmitri has prepared? Before I decide, I have a question for you. What does Dmitri want in return for preparing for this stage? I'm hoping for the independence of the eastern region. If the eastern region is declared an independent territory and also declared a dukedom, then we will never forget the roots from where we came from and will always lend our power to Cairo. The independence of Dmitri. My king. When you're unable to get everything, you need to make the best decision for the sake of Cairo. Make the best decision for the sake of Cairo. If Count Denver and Count Gregory joined forces, what do you think the empire would do? The chances of the empire making a move immediately would be unlikely. Valhalla is restricted in many ways since it's far from the borders. In Chrono's situation, it's currently in a conflict with the Kingdom Alliance from the south recently. Their top priority won't be Cairo, but to wrap up what's happening in the south. Your plan is able to take on many enemies in a short span of time. While Cairo does need to get rid of them, the void that will be left by them could create new problems. Azurascans.com. We would simply be making the best decision possible. 000 We must take on the risk that comes from getting rid of them. He's not just leaving this to luck, he's making a move because he's figured out the current political situation of this continent. Roman Dmitri, you're truly incredible. My king, we can't do this. The Dmitris are trying to profit off this by using the aristocratic faction as an excuse. You mustn't agree to this. Is there another choice though? What did you just say? While everyone here has kept quiet as the aristocratic faction committed atrocities, I shall point my sword at them. We only want to be rewarded for our sacrifice. Vero Dmitri. Even if the Dmitris become a dukedom, Azurascans.com, we share the same fate as Cairo as we choose to establish our roots here. This isn't a rebellion, but drawing the lines in the sand. His proposal is not wrong. What is wrong is that the incompetent king can only watch as his land gets torn away. That's me. The Dimitris have already become an existence that can't be controlled by the Cairo imperial family. In that case, I need to make a choice. Will I be satisfied with the present, or will I give up what I can't have and create a new Cairo? Even if they have impure intentions, compared to those people who controls me as their puppet, I'd rather take the hand of Roman Dimitri who has publicly shown me his ambitions honestly. Enough. azurascans.com. I swear upon the honor of the Cairo imperial family that the eastern region including the Dimitri territory shall be declared a dukedom and the title of a duke will be bestowed upon Baron Dimitri. So, you must make sure to punish the traitor Marquis Benedict who has wrought chaos upon our country. Now that he's attacked Marquis Benedict in the capital, Kairos, the Dimitris and the aristocratic faction will not stop until one has fallen. Roman Dimitri has headed for the imperial palace. He probably intends to borrow the power of the king in his fight with the aristocratic faction. A fight between the royal faction and Dimitri against the aristocratic faction. If the two forces fight to their deaths, azurascans.com I'll make use of that chance to make the situation an advantageous one for Valhalla. My lord. There's trouble. What's wrong? Roman Dimitri has led forces and barged into the mansion. You need to get away now, kook. Count Denver. azurascans.com. Accept the imperial orders. Roman Dimitri has appeared here instead of appearing where the aristocratic faction is at. I need to calm down. Imperial orders. What nonsense are you talking about? You've conspired with Valhalla and stolen the top secrets of Cairo. And thus, our king has ordered me to arrest you. If you dare try any tricks, you are to be considered an accomplice to the rebellion and I am to execute you right away. Everyone knows that I belong to the pro-Valhalla faction. Do you think you can handle the aftermath of doing such? Valhalla will not stand idly by and watch. You better be careful of every word that you say from now on. azurascans.com. What? Bastard. Lower your voice. It seems you still haven't grasped your current situation. In this time's fight, it'd be meaningless to only subdue the aristocratic faction. Those that follow Valhalla and Kronos, I'll uproot all of you traitors. Count Denver, you'll be having quite an interesting time starting from now. You bastards. Do you think you'll be unscathed after doing something like this? azurasties.com Pro Kronos faction Count Gregory. Simon. You know what will happen if you mess with me, don't you? The Kronos Empire will send in troops with a justification because of what you've done. Do you think Cairo can handle that? Royal Knights Vice Captain Sinton. Count Gregory is right. The Kronos Empire is dying to conquer the whole continent. But now that the king has made the decision, Cairo will no longer be able to turn back. I guess you understand your situation now, huh? B. Shut up, you scum. It's do or die in any case. Kook. If Kronos crosses the borders then I'll cut off your head and hang it on the walls. It's just as Roman Dimitri said, we must get rid of any possible variable. Benedict Geratori Azuraskans the Dimitris have joined forces with the king. I knew the day in which we must usurp the throne would come, but I never knew things would take place so abruptly. If we're able to gather most of the forces of the aristocratic faction, we should be able to take over Cairo without much issues. Roman Dimitri, while you might have become the strongest after defeating Count Nicholas, things won't always go your way. Gather everyone in the aristocratic faction and ask them to send their forces into the capital. Yes, sir. Marquis, Count Fabius has replied that he won't be coming. What? Where is he? Fabius, have you gone crazy? Not only are you not sending your troops, you're not coming for the meeting. Is that your final decision? Azuraskans calm. Marquis, let's be honest with each other now. I'm betting that Roman Dimitri will win in this fight. 50. I'm no longer that pushover who always does what you say. 0s only you. Are you sure you won't live to regret this? Regret, my ass. If I am wrong, then my days are numbered. F. While I might have started out as being a traitor, azurascans.com I intend to do all I can for his sake. Haven't you heard the rumors? About how well he takes care of his own people. And you, the leader of the great aristocratic faction, doesn't seem to really understand the current situation. The fact that the aristocratic faction is facing its downfall right now. The downfall of the aristocratic faction. At that same time, I, Valentino, declare my support for Dmitri. Valentino. The Valentinos that supported the Dimitris had bought up all of Cairo's mercenaries. Due to Marquis Valentino and the neutral forces movements, Central Force aristocratic faction, the aristocratic faction could not move their troops rashly. Royal Palace meeting room Count Fabius, who was in the aristocratic faction a few days ago, and a few other families like his had decided to join us. Those aristocratic faction members. Maybe even if I hadn't accepted Dimitri's proposal, the Dimitris could have succeeded in defeating the aristocratic faction by their own strength. Roman Dmitri is the one that's leading in this war. If the aristocratic faction had managed to gather, then they'd have led their armies into the capital. Instead they'll decide to go on defense. In their current situation, now that their fighting forces have been reduced, azurascans.com, it's an opportunity for us to cut down all the traitors in one go. The royal family will provide you with full support. The orders that you give can be considered my will. Roman Dmitri, I task you with taking full command in this war. Yes, my king. Benedict Castle. If the royal troops are quick, they'll reach this area within a week. We'll first lock up the castle gates, defend the castle, and wait for our chance to launch counterattacks. Marquis Valentino had firmly maintained his stance on being natural for so long. Since someone like him has declared his support for Roman Dmitri, can we truly win in this fight? The aristocratic faction is in a situation where we can't activate even half of our fighting forces. azurascans.com. How about trying to contact the other nobles that are following Kronos and Valhalla? Since their leader has been captured, they'll definitely come over to our side if we propose a good proposal that'll coax them. That's a fairly decent plan. How long do we need if we want to proceed with this plan? To change their minds and gather all the troops, we'll need at least 15 days. Alright, you'll be fully in charge of that. Yes, sir. While the war occurred abruptly, we have been preparing for war with the royal faction for a long time now. We, the aristocratic faction, are the ones who hold the authority of Cairo in our hands. I'm still alive, huh? Ugh. Only the external wounds look bad. I guess Roman Dmitri wasn't intending to kill me. azurascans.com. Don't worry about what happens after this. Have no intention of betraying Cairo. I need to find out what's going on first. Captain. I thought you had died. I'm really glad to see you alive. Simon, sorry to have worried you. Tell me what has happened after I collapsed. Understood. The troops are about to depart soon with Roman Dmitri as acting commander. azurascans.com, and they're thinking of attacking the Marquis Benedict's aristocratic faction soon. Bring me to the location where the war ceremony will be held. I must be there. To think the person who represents the army would hand over the sword to me personally. azurascans.com. First, the king of Cairo, now, Count Nicholas. They haven't lost their innocence in a chaotic system of power and authority. Cairo has been undergoing a time of chaos so far. Today, we shall go forth and punish the traitors. We'll experience unforgettable pain as we kill our fellow countrymen. But peace and stability will once again be found in this land after this war is over. And I will constantly stand at the front of this war. So, put your trust in me and claim our victory. The fight with the fate of a kingdom on the line has started. It's imperative that we end this war quickly. The more time the aristocratic faction has, the more choices they'll have available. So, instead of setting up camps, prepare to start the first round of attacks immediately. They've chosen to use flares, huh? Guard Captain Cameron. Azurascans, a very strong defense magic has been cast upon the Benedict Castle. Not only is it strong enough to take tens of flares firing at it, it's also able to restore its durability as long as mana crystals are supplied. However, what are they? Are up to. Group 1, preparation complete. Group 2, preparation complete.